Oh. Oh, he's gone. For any of us could even say so, he must be really hungry. Yeah, damn right. That was quick. Anyway, yeah, so... Yep. That was distracting. Hello, Doom here, and this is episode 13 on Too Crafty. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to just go back and review. We're going to recap this area because obviously we worked on it a lot in the last few episodes, building this area here, doing different things, and I've worked on a few things in stream, so I thought I'd start from the start with this stairway, and we'll just go through it again because as you can see here on this stairway there has been a few changes that I've done on stream. I added some supports for the mountain where it goes through because it did seem a bit half-assed, it seemed a bit incomplete, and I wanted to make it seem a bit more realistic, like there's some supports holding the land up that it cuts through, and it turns out quite nice. It looks nice out here, and let's actually go through and have a look. It's a bit awkward in this corner bit because it's a corner, but it turned out pretty fine. Keeping obviously the same block type, same theme, and it all works out pretty nicely, and it all makes sense supporting the land. And then this one's a bit straight, a bit more easier to see, but you can see that just going a gap of two, and then we just have the logs going up, and we put the stairs upside down over there, and it makes sense now. It's a reason for the soil and dirt and stone not to collapse in. Now there's actual supports, and it makes sense and looks nice. So there's that, something I worked on stream. Very happy with that. I did the same thing here, sort of, because before it was coming out a little bit, I think, by one layer when I made this stairs, and I got rid of it because I didn't know what to do with it, but it seemed a bit clean. I didn't mind it. I would have been happy to leave it like that, but it was a bit too clean, just the flat surface. So what I did is I made some more logs going up and put the dirt and some stone back in, and that's what I ended up with, and I think that looks better. I think that's an improvement of what it was like, so that worked out as well, so that's good. And now up here, another thing I did, as I said I would, doing the same thing I've got down in that place where the portal is, doing the same thing with the bushes and the stone brick and the spruce, and this turned out pretty fun as well. Got a nice pathway cutting through with the bushes either side going through. I made one change to what I've got down there. I figured to put snow underneath the leaves after putting snow underneath, after putting the leaves on that where there's snow, and I think that turns out pretty fine. I may actually put snow down in those leaves now later when I get the chance, but I like that. That was pretty cool. So we go around, got a few leaves here as well because I had to figure something out because it was too much stone brick. I needed something in the middle to break it up, so I put a couple of these here and there. Works out just fine. And then the leaves that go round the mob farm here in the little spots to give things some light, particularly here because these are spawnable spaces, so I needed some way of lighting that up. And it goes around. This is a bit of a tight area. You may notice the stone brick path is a bit thin here because it was a bit of a tight squeeze, but I figured it out, and I got the bushes in after some work. Managed to figure out a good place to stick the bushes. And this goes here. This may be a future project to have a bridge going over, because I've mentioned this before, a project I'm going to do, what I saw with that kind of floating tower-like land there, that there's going to be a tower coming out and going into that. And I think if I want to bridge over to it, this may be a place I bridge over. That's why that goes to there. And so it ends here. That might be a bridge that continues on. It's not set in stone, but if I do a bridge from here, that's a good place to build it from. And now we go around. This is overhanging the mountain like we needed to, because that's the edge of the mountain right here. This went over and overlapped it slightly, didn't it? If you remember from last episode. But we keep going over, and we go over to here. So when we want to work here, because we've got a tower-like structure here that I might want to do something with, we've kind of bridged over ready. We can look around here. You can see how it overlaps. And I put a few logs in there to represent supports and make it seem like it's bolted to the mountain in some way. To keep it up, stop it from collapsing. And the same thing over here where it overlaps a little bit, because that was a bit over the mountain as well. So there's another support there. So there's that. It looks pretty cool. It's all worked out pretty fine, and we've got no more just bare stone, no spawning spaces up here even now with this, except for these bits. I have to figure out what to do with these, because I think mobs can spawn on the snow blocks, so that might be awful if a creeper spawns on there, but this all looks pretty nice. I'm really happy with all this. And today we got this area. I kind of decided to stop here because I need to figure out how I want to do this area, and once I've got this build, but that's all great, and that's what we're going to do later today. But I think with all this, I know what you're thinking, Doom, what's that done to the map? Bloody hell, I ended up down here. That did not work out how I wanted it to work out, but we're at the map, and I can now answer your query to show you that that is what the map now looks like. God, I've practiced this 3 bloody times, and all times I land in that bloody hole. But we'll just go with it. I tried to aim slightly more to the right, hoping I'd land around the stairs, but no, same bloody hole again. Okay, but the ice thing, look at the map. It looks quite good on the map, the ice thing. There you go. You can't see some of the stuff because that big thing there blocks most of it, but you can kind of see the stair comes up, and it's a bit more darker on the stair now after I've done the support. That might be my eyes, but you can see the little place we did there with the bushes, and there's some more going around. You can sort of see a little bit there, but the ice thing looks pretty cool. And then all the stone brick I've done around, that I put down there, that's pretty nice. And going over there, that's where that tower is, and this is the area where we're going to work in. It's a nice bit of green because I cleared out all the snow to get snow blocks. So that's what we're going to do later in the episode. But I think first I'm going to sleep, if I can sleep. Soap's online, but he's been in the last time he was in another dimension. I was able to sleep, so let's see if he's still in another dimension and I can still sleep again. Oh, I can. That's nice of him. So there we go. So the title of this episode is resources, because I fancy getting some resources, because I've been building a lot and I don't have many resources, and I usually do. So I'm going to go and get some resources before I build anymore. Yes, resources. Starting with wood. Portal, am I out? Yes, no more portal glitchy. Alright then, on to more resources, and Black Bunny. I want more sand. Look, it's the Nether hub and it's not on fire. And I've also, in my tunnel, which I didn't mention before and I forgot about it, but I eventually did it and now I remember that I've done it. I put ice underneath here, which I was always going to do, I just forgot at the time. But now you can sprint along there quicker. And it's a lot better now that there's ice underneath there. Yay. I think what I'll do now, go back to my base, got some sand, now we're gonna portal, forgone, yes, I'm not glitching anymore, I'm here, we're going to, I think I'm going to strip mine for a bit, we're going to get some cobble resources and possibly some other things that may be useful. So of course, strip mining is boring, so I'm gonna go and do some caving. Resource caving. Right, then let's get started on this build. And wait, how does that even go? Oh, I know what that is. So I'm looking at a picture because I built this. Had a bit of trouble. Wanted to build it in creative mode. First off, I wasn't sure what went there. And it's also a little tricky because I'm inverting it. I'm building it the opposite of what I've actually done in creative mode. But I'll do my best. But anyway, yeah, all that stuff. I just wanted to go and get some resources because I need some. I don't have that much, which is strange because I usually do. Because I usually like gathering the resources, but it's sort of recently I haven't really been doing much of that because I've just wanted to build. I've been working on this, which has sort of took a lot of my wood supply, as you can imagine. I don't know if you noticed, but I seem to like to build with logs. So I usually go through wood very quickly. So I wanted to just do a little bit. I got a bit more to do. Yeah, I usually like gathering resources. I like doing that in this game, but recently I've just not wanted to because I've just wanted to build, which is kind of contrast to what I was feeling several weeks ago when I couldn't build for whatever reason. I hope I'm doing this right. Let's figure out what it goes next because I kind of forgot. Oh, I know how it goes. I know how it goes. It's all good. I know what I'm doing. And then there'll be ice. I gotta watch these torches because they're gonna melt the ice. Well, maybe I have to figure out a lighting solution later on. But yeah, it's complete contrast. I guess I can build now. This has really helped. I've really liked building up here on all this place. It's been quite enjoyable. And I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Is that right if I go across there? Is it the same here? It's just one down, isn't it? Yeah, because this will all be snow. I think. So that'll be ice. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this has all came together and turned out. It's kind of got me a bit hyped now to work on the rest of my base and be motivated to work on the rest of my base. I should really make myself a way up, shouldn't I? So I can actually get back up there. I might better use cobblestone not to break. Yeah, there's probably a less awkward way I could have done that, but we'll stick with that. Alright, so this side, I kind of wanted to build this going into the mountain for whatever reason. Not all the way in, but the back end are kind of attached to it. I felt like that would be a good thing to do. Because I wanted a bit more space here to work in when I tidy this up. Okay, give me back these slabs. give me the axe. Yeah, so I want to do a bit of resources because I needed to. And you know, there's still more to do. I still need to go out and gather more resources. I still need a lot more. I want to build up a big supply. But the good news is, I think, and I feel like I wanted the blue glass. How's that go? So the blue glass connected there, and I want this to be, just because we can see out there, just for some reason. Put the glass there like that, and then it'll go to snow next, I suppose, for this bit. Yeah, the good news is I think with what I've done, I believe I'm prepped and planned for 4 projects that I should not have to worry about. I could just go and build them when I'm ready, and that should give me more than 4 episodes because I should be able to, you know, it should take a bit more. Some of them might, so that's pretty good, and that means I can just focus on just doing other stuff, other builds, other things that I might want to do, and also spend the next couple of weeks or so just getting loads and loads of resources so I don't have any threat of falling behind and struggling to make or get all the resources I need to work on builds, and I don't have to worry about that. Because I was getting to that point a little bit. I was kind of particularly the wood, but I've been able to sort that out a little bit and get planned ahead and get the resources I need, but I thought that was something I needed to do. So that's why I did all that. And what I'm doing here, what this build actually is, it was just something I just wanted to do. I just think I can store ice, and it can also be a safe place to put a bed and maybe store other things. And I think right now, because if I keep talking, this episode's going to be an hour long, so I think what I'll do is get working on this, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm going to need more dark oak now. Okay then, take 2 of the outro, because I got distracted in the first one, so I'll do this again. Just to finish off here, we've done the build. This outside bit I would like to have done today, but I think I may leave it for a stream, to tidy up in a stream, because there's a few things around my base that I've got to tidy up, and I might use streaming for that stuff and other things like finishing builds like I did with this. But this is done. That's a nice little place here. I'm sure it'll look a lot better as well once I've tidied up out here, but I like it. It looks pretty cool, trying to use the ice and the snow and the same wood materials. Probably a bit too many chests, probably a bit overkill, but that's fine. And also at the back here I got a snowman because I forgot that I wanted to put a snowman in here somewhere, and I kind of just closed it off with nowhere to stick him. So I thought for now I'll just stick him at the back so I can make use and get snow. And no problem. Oh, I failed at making snow blocks, and I think at some point later on I'll figure out somewhere else to stick him, maybe work out a way to make this look a bit more pretty and actually make sense and fit in. But for now we can stay there, and for this episode I think that'll be it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.